Hello everyone, this is THG, aka the Skiing Gamer, and welcome to all new episodes of Flip Throughs, episode 26. And in case you don't know what Flip Through is all about, flipping through video game magazines, anime books, etc., all related to video games. So be sure to check out all episodes of Flip Throughs on my playlist, and be sure to check out all new episodes of Flip Throughs along with my Games I've Been Playing series every other Friday on my channel. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on to it. Alright, for this episode right here, if you went to saw episode 22, I did a Shonen Jump issues magazines of January of 2007. Be sure to check out that episode right here. But for this episode of flip throughs, we're gonna do the flip through of Shonen Jump Volume 5, Issue 3 of March of 2007. We have Gitama on the front cover right here, and everything Bleach, everything the original Naruto, and the Solve the Death Note puzzle right here. So we gotta flip through this one right here and all that. So you're into a really good treat for anime fans and all that. So like I said, just like my other one, I have kept my Shonen Jump for a few years through my middle school days and my high school days. All my issues from 2007 through 2008, no more after those 2 years and all that. This is when anime was at its peak and all that, from Naruto, Bleach, and all the other stuff, including the manga too and all the other stuff. So here it is right here. So here's the front right here, and here's the back. So anyway, without further ado, let's flip through the issue of Shonen Jump of March of 2007. So here we go. So here is the first front page and all that stuff. It shows the ad for the premium trading cards of the original Naruto of March of 2007. Bring back a lot of memories. And also, here's the index. All things Naruto, Gitama, classic Yu Yu Hakusho, classic Shaman King, Hikaru no Go, One Piece. This is before the Funimation dub and all that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium World and all that, a different take of Yu-Gi-Oh! And all that, and also the manga version of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, so which is really cool and all that stuff. So there are all those. And here's the ad for Final Fantasy VI Advance, and also the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading Card Game Structure Deck Machine Refold. It also featured 12 new cards from the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX era. So there's that. This is the one from the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX era, not 5Ds or beyond that and all that. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Went downhill after GX, in my opinion, all that stuff. So here it is. Here is the trading card game for a machine refill from the structure deck from the GX era, and the ad for Final Fantasy VI Advance for the Game Boy Advance right here, coming out on February 7th, 2007. So which is like almost 18 years since this remake came out and all that. So yeah, those are those. And here's your jump shot and all that. And let's talk about the Shonen Jump Club and all that other stuff. I talk about the fan book and talk about the Gitama and all that stuff. And also the ad for the Naruto collectible card game Curse of the Sand. This is from the Naruto and Gaara fight. And this one, like I said, just like my if you saw episode 22 of Shonen Jump of January of 2007, I told the story a couple times. I used to have a bunch of Naruto collectible card games, all that stuff. I used to collect a lot of those during my high school days and all that. Basically, I gave it away to a friend. So that's my mistake to this day and all that. And honestly, I don't know these cards go for nowadays and all that stuff. I would like getting it back someday and all that stuff. So yeah, there's that. So here's the ad for that. Bring back so many memories and all that. Even since all the commercial for this back in the day and all that stuff. So yeah, those are the original OG Naruto. Classic. And here's the anime guide of Bleach. And speaking of Bleach, I hope you guys played the new Bleach game that comes out like a couple days ago and all that. So I really want to get that on the PS5 and all that stuff. So here's the Bleach anime guide and all that from 20 all the way to 23 when Ichigo fight Jin during the Soul Society arc. The Soul Society arc is the best arc in Bleach in my opinion. And after that, and I remember seeing all the episodes as a teenager and all that stuff from a middle school age during the Adult Swim days, watching late at night and all that stuff, staying up late, like catching every new episode of Bleach and all that other stuff along with some other animes and all the other stuff during the Adult Swim days and all that stuff. So that one bring back the memories and talk about the merchandising and all the other stuff. So here it is, right here and all that. I'm still a big fan of Bleach and all that still till this day and all that. And this one right here and all that. Like before, we have like re-releases and Blu-rays and all the other stuff. Back in the day, we like most people do, I still do to this day. We collected this original orange Dragon Ball Z Orange Box Remastered box sets from season 1 all the way through season 9 and all that. So these are the way you watch the way of Dragon Ball Z and all that before Blu-rays and re-releases, all the other stuff. And so yeah, these are original orange box Dragon Ball Z DVDs and all that. So this is the ad for this and all that. It bring back a lot of memories. I used to rent these a lot from the library and all that stuff. I still have some on my own and all that stuff. I believe from season 1 through 3, I believe, and all that. So yeah, so bring back a lot of memories and all that. And this is the way you watch and own Dragon Ball Z back in the days, through watching the orange box DVDs and all that before we have Blu-rays, re-releases, and streaming and all that other stuff. So here's the ad for that and all that from February 6th of 2007. This is the orange box released like 18 years ago and all that. Bring back a lot of memories and all that stuff. So this is the definitive collection. Yeah, so this is the complete Vegeta saga, the 6 discs, and the Japanese music too and all that other stuff. So yeah, there is that. This is the classic original Dragon Ball Z DVD before Blu-rays, re-releases, and all that other stuff. So this was from the Funimation era, not the Crunchyroll era, and all that. So yeah, those are those. And here's the anime and the manga of D Gray Man, which is a very underrated anime in my opinion. All that I have the first volume, all that, and the manga is great and the anime great too, and all that. I wish it's sad it lasted like 3 seasons and all that. It wasn't popularity enough here and all that, but the anime was really great and all that other stuff. So yeah, there's that. Here's the ad for Space Infinite, and that game is Rogue Galaxy, a PS2 RPG that releasing and all that stuff. So I never really played this game and all that. I heard some really great things about Rogue Galaxy, especially from back in the day and all that. And yeah, the great RPG game on the PS2 and all that. Nothing else more. So yeah, there is that. Here, everything, all original Naruto from the original Toonami days, from the Cartoon Network days, from the 2005 through 2008 era. This is from the Gaara and Naruto Gaara fight and the third Hokage for the Orochimaru fight and all that. And a new Naruto single DVDs before they have like box sets later on. And also some goodies too and all that stuff from action figure, watches, keychains, etc. And also 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! GX games that are coming out releasing on that day. It's that Spirit Caller on the DS and Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tech 4 on the PSP. I used to have that game on the when I had the PSP and all that before it lost and all that other stuff. So bring back a lot of memories playing Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tech Force on the PSP. So those are those right here. Like I said, the GX era, that's a stop what I love for Yu-Gi-Oh! After the original and the GX era. I didn't care for 5Ds and all the other stuff. So yeah, those are those. Bring back a lot of memories on watching the new episodes of the OG Naruto on Cartoon Network and all that other stuff, and Toonami too. So yeah, those are those. And here is Naruto Cody the Ninja, and he this is when Neji Hyuga from the design from the Naruto Uzumaki Chronicles on the PS2, and talking about everyday Neji right here and all that. And which Neji is my favorite Naruto character of all time. So as Rock Lee and all that, I still do to this day on all that stuff. My favorite character in Naruto slash Naruto Shippuden and all that. And also the ad for the for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trade Card Day Duelist pack from the Jaden pack and all that, and Astro Phoenix pack and all that stuff. And so, and coming out with their Duelist Collector Mini 10 and all that from the GX era and all that. So yeah, those are those. And also talking about the Naruto Death Fight Jutsu to talk about the collectible card game and all that. And also from this right here and all that, I had a little quick story to tell you this quick story about this and all that. As a teenager, when I was like 12, 13 and all that, I used to rip this thing and all that, sign my name and all that. I sent it in the mail back in the day to send me some free Yu-Gi-Oh cards and send like Shonen Jump magazine in the mail and all that. So that's how the rip is on all that stuff. And here it is and all that. Like I said, to talk about the collectible card game on the original Naruto. And the Naruto Ninja profile of the bad guy at the time of the OG Naruto, that is the original Orochimaru. So yeah, there is that. And here is, you guys. Here is the manga version of the third Hokage for the Orochimaru fight. While Naruto, Sakura, Pac comes to save Sasuke from Gaara and all that stuff. So here it is right here. You see the preview of the manga before it is released in the book form and all that back in the day. Before we have online manga volumes and manga previews and all that stuff, this is a way how you preview a manga series that are coming out before they release it in the book form and all that. So yeah, here it is. The third Hokage for the Orochimaru fight. Badass fight in original Naruto and all that. Next to Sasuke and Gaara fight and all that. So yeah, there is that. And tell me comment below what's your favorite fight of the original Naruto. Leave a comment below. Here's the activation of the first and the second Hokage and all that by Orochimaru and all that. Bring back a lot of teenager memories and all that. A lot of middle school memories. So here it is right here. Bring back a lot of memories. Watching every new episode of your OG Naruto, reading the manga and all that. Still have the manga to this day and all that. Bring back a lot of memories and all that. So yeah, I'm still a big fan of the original Naruto and Naruto Shippuden to this day too and all that. So here it is right here. The preview of that. And here's the Naruto ninja profiles of Kabuto Yamagishi, not Naruto's, Orochimaru Apprentice, and the Ninja Time 4, which they fight later on down the line in the Naruto series from Kiyomaru, Sakon, Jibiro, Atayuya. So here it is. Here's Orochimaru Evasion, number 5, when Shikamaru fight off the ninja, the Sound Ninja. Look at that, bring back a lot of memories. Like every time you read like a manga preview from every Shonen Jump magazine and all that before the book release came out, bring back that so many feelings during your middle school days and all that. Here's a continue of the the third Hokage for the Orochimaru fight. Here's all the fan art from fans and all that from all this different type of anime from Yu-Gi-Oh, D Gray Man, Naruto, Shaman King, Naruto and Shaman King, and One Piece. Which is really cool. The continue of the third Hokage or first year Orochimaru fight, Hokage versus Hokage, fight against those two Hokages and all that. Flashback man, flashbacks. Bring back a lot of memories, a lot of memories of the OG Naruto. Watching it every new episode, getting every manga volume that release, bring back a lot of memories. And to be continued and all that from the third Hokage for the Orochimaru fight. That's a preview of that, and they release in the book form later on and all this stuff. So there is that. That is the preview fight of the third Hokage and the Orochimaru fight of the of Naruto Volume 14 and all that stuff. So there it is right there. And next up, we have the newest. They're releasing in the anime form as well. The manga form, and in the manga continuation of Gintama and all that stuff. So which I haven't seen Gintama before and all that a little bit, but not all the way. But yeah, so Gintama, I remember reading it a little bit and all that stuff, and it's all right. Nothing to say about that. So tell me go below. What's your favorite memories of Gintama? Leave a comment below. And to be continued to that of Gintama and all that. I believe they released manga volumes of this. I'm not sure. So there is that. And here's the classic continuation of my favorite anime that I watched as a kid and all that other stuff during the Pokemon era, Yu-Gi-Oh era, Dragon Ball Z era, and all that. The classic Tsunami days and all that before Naruto and all the other stuff is Yu Yu Hakusho. Classic anime, bring back a lot of memories and all that. Watching episodes and all that. I used to have a Yu Yu Hakusho game on the Game Boy Advance and all that and all that. And the anime great to watch too and all that. I still have the first season on DVD. That anime bring back so much a lot of memories as a kid and all that other stuff. Like from the watching the original episodes and all that, from the Cartoon Network days and all that slash the OG Toonami days and all that before Naruto and all that other stuff. So here's a continuation manga of the classic OG Yu Yu Hakusho. It's the same creator and all that before they made Hunter x Hunter and all that other stuff. So yeah, there is that. And I believe this is from the Dark Tournament edition, Dark Tournament arc and all that other stuff. When Yusuke fight Toshiro and all that other stuff. So yeah, so here it is. Bring back a lot of memories watching it in the anime for between the fight for these two from the Dark Tournament arc and all that other stuff. So yeah, so there it is. Yusuke, Hiei, Kurama, and Korobara. So yeah, those characters and all that bring back a lot of memories. So here it is. Classic Yu Yu Hakusho. What's your favorite memories of the classic Yu Yu Hakusho? Leave a comment below. Damn, Yusuke getting beat up. And the art for this, it was really, really great too. I always see the manga form, not the manga form. I seen the anime of this, but not never read the manga and all that. So yeah. So here it is. He's a fan auction mixture of Naruto, One Piece, Yu-Gi-Oh, Shaman King, and D Grayman, and the continuation of the Yusuke versus Tori Grove fight. And Yusuke beat up, getting beat up pretty bad. And two could be continue on the Yusuke versus Tori Grove fight. So yeah, there is that classic Yu Yu Hakusho. And next up is Shaman King. Is went from this is a preview for issue 12, volume 12, I believe. Shaman King bring back a lot of memories. I used to watch it on the Fox Box slash 4 Kids TV back in the day. Great anime and all this stuff. Even the theme song too and all that. And I never saw the revival of the anime and all that. All that. I also saw the 4 Kids dub as a kid and all that. Shaman King bring back a lot of memories, especially Yo and Arimaru and all that. You do the ghostly companion and all that. Fighting like other shamans and ghosts and all that stuff. Even theme song for the anime too. Bring back a lot of memories during the Fox Box days and the 4 Kids TV days and all that. And I have to still have the first volume of Shaman King manga to this day and all that stuff. So Shaman King very underrated. A lot of you appreciate it and all that stuff. So yeah, if you've never seen Shaman King and all that, make sure you watch it, especially the 4 Kids up. The 4 Kids up is really great too, and all that. So yeah, there's that. Here's the preview of Volume 12 of Shaman King. Here's the characters, Yo and Armaru and all the other characters, and the spirits too. So tell me below, what's your favorite memories of Shaman King? Leave a comment below. And here's a fan mixture of Death Note, iShield 21, Hunter x Hunter, which is like I like 2011 anime, wherever in the 1999 anime, The Gray Man, and Dragon Ball, and the continuation of the Shaman King manga preview for Volume 12. And here's the ad for the single DVD of Naruto before, like I said, before they had complete like box set DVDs and all that. I still have my box sets of DVDs of that. So yeah, so here it is. And here's the end of the continuation from the preview for Shaman King 12 and all that stuff. So Shaman King, classic anime from the 4K days, bring back a lot of memories. So yeah, there is that. Next up, so this is one of my favorite underrated animes of all time in the Yu-Gi-Oh era and all that stuff. That is Hikaru no Go 1 through 8. This is a preview for Volume 9. I still have the first two volumes of this and all that, and the anime was great too and all that. And I have the instructions how to play Go and all that other stuff. So I have fond memory reading the manga and watching the anime too during the Tsunami dress stream and all that. Yeah, I read watching anime from Hulu from time to time and all that. So Hikaru no Go bring back a lot of memories and all that stuff. I remember reading the mangas volumes from the library. I even still own the first two volumes of it to this day. And also rewatch the anime from time to time on Hulu and streaming services, all that other stuff. So here's the preview anime manga preview from for Hikaru no Go Volume 9, I believe. Karshira, Fuchiranosa, Akira Toriyama, Ochi, and Izumi and all that stuff. So here it is. So what's your favorite memories of Hikaru no Go? Leave a comment below. I watch the anime in English, in Japanese, and English and all that. Only watch the English dub and all that. So here it is. I believe it's the same creator of the Death Note and all that. It's way before Death Note and all that. So yeah. So here it is. You look at the color too, even the art too and all that look phenomenal and all that. here's the instructions on how to play Go and all that other stuff. How to play Go, how to strategy, how to play Go and all that. I still have the instructions that I still have to today during my high school days and all that. And this is how the instructions how to play Go and all that other stuff. So here it is. Yeah, that's the preview for Volume 9 of Hikaru no Go. So let me comment below what's your fond memories of Hikaru no Go. Leave a comment below. Bring back a lot of memories during my teenage days and all that. Not besides Naruto and all that, bring back a lot of memories. So yeah, there is that Hikaru no Go. And here's the everyone's favorite and all that, including mine and all that, during the original days and all that, before the 4K kicked up during the Funimation and all that, and the manga's still going on and all that. They're like volumes 101, 102 of the manga and all that, in the book form and all that. One Piece still going strong and all the other stuff. So, but here's the original arc for for One Piece and all that. This is from the 4Kids era, and this begin declining that to the Funimation of it and all that with Luffy, Solo, Zoro, Nami, Sanji, Usopp, the original trio before they added Robin, Frankie, Brooke, Chopper, etc., etc. So here it is. All you One Piece lovers. I'm not gonna talk much about these and all that stuff because you know how One Piece is with the story and all that stuff. So I'm not gonna say much. So And here is the Soul Society arc and all that. It shows you all the manga volumes from Shonen Jump series and the Shonen Jump Advance series. From the Shonen Jump Fan series for Booster Ranking, Claymore, D. Grayman, Issue 21. And for Knights of the Zodiac, Classic, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist, and Bleach Volume 17. It cost $7.95 back in the day and all that. Before they raised the price to like $10 and all that. Bring back those days during the Borders or the Waller Book days and all that stuff. Bring back a lot of memories. So yeah, there is that. And to be continued for One Piece is for this stop all the way from volume 12 and they're gonna release it in the book form. So yeah, there is that. All you One Piece fans. They mean Robin later on and all that, Nico Robin and all that. So yeah, there is that. And here's the ad for Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium World and all that. This is from the Pharaoh arc and all that stuff. From Yugi to Cora, Joey, Taya, and all the other stuff. So here it is right here. They made it. They made Yu-Gi-Oh! The manga from the book form, the Duelist form, and the Millennium World form, and all that. So this is all from the Millennium World and all that. So yeah, there it is. The OG classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Even for art for this and all that, with the cards and all that, bring back a lot of memories. And R.I.P. Katsusui Takakashi. R.I.P. man. Thank you for reliving our childhood with the original Yu-Gi-Oh!, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and all that stuff. So yeah, there is that. Yugi versus Bakura duel fight and all that. Bring back a lot of memories. Especially the art and all that. Even though I never read the manga and all that, I only watched the TV show and all that. And to be continue of that against the Yugi versus the Korra duel and all that. I don't know which volume this is and all that, but this arc right here brings back a lot of memories. So here it is, and certainly last but not least, hopefully last but not least, is the manga adaptation of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I loved the anime as a kid during the Cartoon Network like 4Kids DVDs and all that. With Jaden, Win Karibo, Chaz, Cyrus, Alexis, and all that stuff. Bring back a lot of memories and all that. With Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, with all the elemental hero monsters and all that stuff. This one right here, bring back a lot of memories and all that stuff. It isn't one downhill after a downhill Yu-Gi-Oh! Downhill start for Yu-Gi-Oh! After that. After the original Yu-Gi-Oh! And then GX and all that other stuff. So GX bring back a lot of memories. I used to have the PSP game for it, like I said, for Attack Force and all that other stuff. And Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is a classic right there. I still watch the anime from time to time and all that other stuff. Even though I never owned the cards, but the anime was really great and all that other stuff. Next to the original and all that. So yeah, get your game on. So here it is, a manga adaptation of it. So tell me a couple of what's your fond memories of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Leave a comment below. Yeah, your ring Karibo, when Yugi gave that to Jaden in the first episode, bring back a lot of memories. And GX, I mean, Jaden defeated Chaz and all that to end off the duel with Wayne Karibo level 10. Look at that art. Jaden gives like Chaz some respect and some discipline about losing and all that stuff. And to continue of that, of the manga adaptation of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. So yeah, there is that. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX bring back a lot of memories. And here is the ad for the premium trading cards of Naruto, the original Naruto. I used to saw these a lot during my Walmart days and all that, during my middle school days and all that stuff. Bring back a lot of memories, all that. Talking about the cards and everything and all that, like the series of the cards and all that. So here it is, all the Naruto trading cards and all that. From the first page like it was before and all that. Bring back a lot of memories, even though I never owned these on that. I only own the collectible card game, not these. But these bring back a lot of that scene in stores and all that stuff. Now they are collectible nowadays. And here is the GX card data and all that from the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX era, and the statues and figures of Naruto and all that. But before they released like real anime figures and all that, these are the go-to and all that. And now these right here is collectible, is so expensive and all that. So there it is. Here, everything news about the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG news, all that from the GX era, and the ad for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trade Card Game Strike of Neos from the February 24th to the 25th of 2007 and all that stuff. Bring back a lot of memories from the GX era. And here's more of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Ads for the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG First Look and the manga version of Pokemon Miniature Dungeon Genji Rescue Team. We talk about the world championship of 2007 on the DS game from the GX era. Those are those. And here's the ad for Afro Samurai, Samuel L. Jackson, classic anime. Bring back a lot of memories of that as I've seen on Spike. And everything Bleach right here and all that stuff. The interview of the manga creator and the anime company and all that for Bleach. But Afro Samurai is a classic right here. Samuel L. Jackson was the GOAT in this anime and all that. Bring back a lot of memory watching the anime on Spike and all that stuff. You don't watch it. I wasn't supposed to watch it and all that because of the blood and all that. But fantastic anime from Samuel L. Jackson. Afro Samurai is a classic right here. So yeah, there is that. Here is more interviews, Bleach interview of Bleach, and here's the mangas of Shoujo Beat, which was like $9 back in the day, but it costs more and all that. From if you love like fan service anime and manga and all that, so here it is for you guys right there. March 6th, 2007. 18 years. And here's the Death Note puzzle and the preview of Bobo and Beat the Fantasy Buster and all that. But I have fond memories watching Bobo on Toonami and all that from Cartoon Network. Bobo bring back a lot of memories and all that. Watching it from Toonami days and all that. Next, before the new episode of Naruto comes on and all that. So Bobo bring back a lot of memories. And everybody knows Death Note is and all that. It's a great anime, great manga, and all that stuff. It's a classic as well. And also Beat the Fantasy Buster, which is very underrated, even though I haven't watched it or read the anime. Bring back a lot too. So yeah, there is that. Here's the this month's manga volumes, all that for Naruto Volume 13, Black Cat Volume 7, Zombie Powder, which is like Zombie Powder 1 through 4 from Takibuto, which is short anime series, and Prince Tennis Volume 18. And fans is Ice, Ultimate Muscle, Death Note, Hunter x Hunter, and all that stuff. So here is, guys. These are all the these are from the Orochimaru and all that. And here's the borders and Waldo books. You can get like anime, like manga volumes and all that when you get your manga and all that stuff back in the day and all that stuff before. Like we have Barnes Noble and all that, but these are our go-to back in the day when you can buy manga and all that stuff. So yeah, those are those. And here's the ad for Inuyasha: The Secret of the Fine Duel for the DS and all that. That game go for a lot of money now and all that stuff. So yeah, there is that. And Inuyasha, everybody knows that is a classic. The games that we love, the preview of video games and all that from Shonen Jump and all that other stuff. Like every time Shonen Jump like release these issues and all that, they love video games, added video games too and all that. So they added Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, which on the Wii at the time, and Elite Beat Agents and all that stuff. So here more of those. And Lunar Nights on the DS as well. And the next preview of the next issue of the next Shonen Jump magazine. So yeah, that's it, you guys, for the flip throughs of Shonen Jump March 2007, Volume 5, Issue 3 of March 2007. So yeah, there is that. So that is it, you guys, for all new episodes of Flip Through, episode 26. Tell me a couple what your fond memories of reading these Shonen Jump magazines or any other anime and manga you read from the Shonen Jump era and all that other stuff. So make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. We'll follow up our upcoming videos. Check out my Facebook fan page. The Facebook fan page is in the link description down below. And I'll see y'all next time with another video. Thank you very much, and goodbye.